Hello, and welcome to day 67 of the bulk. And it's 2:20 right now. So, and I did like one homework assignment before this, and I edited yesterday's video and posted it. But today I want to do homework, so I do want to, like, right after this I want to get my accounting homework done and then eat my oatmeal bowl. But I was 163 this morning, which is kind of strange. Like, I feel like that's a pretty big drop. This fly is annoying me. But yeah, anyways, all I want to do today is do my homework, go to the gym, hit the gym macros, cardio, stretch, read, of course, and I think that's about it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna crash out. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about, but there really isn't, other than this breakfast. So here's the macros for it, and here's my bread, turkey, bacon, cheese, my eggs, my yogurt bowl, and then my peanut butter right there. But yeah, I work tomorrow, so I need to basically try and get as much done before I go to the gym, because then by the time I go to the gym, I'm gonna come back and probably have to go to bed. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So I will see y'all when I am eating my oatmeal bowl. Goodbye. Okay, so I haven't finished my accounting homework, but I did 2 problems, but they kind of took me forever because each problem has like 6 parts to it, which I should have checked before. Like, I should have checked every single problem, like, when I first got the assignment, to just know what I'm getting into, but I didn't. So I have 2 more problems left, but it's 5 right now, and I have this huge meal, and then I still have to eat my oatmeal. So I honestly might be, I'm gonna combine the 2 into one meal, like macros wise, but I'm gonna be so full. So I should probably go for a walk and like take my dog for a walk or something, because I'm gonna be so full, and I don't want to feel full before the gym because it sucks. And then my pre-workout doesn't hit as hard as it usually does. But anyways, this meal looks insane. So here's the macros, and let me show y'all this massive plate of chicken, potatoes, kale. What else? Also, the oatmeal is gonna look a little bit different because I got steel cut oats, because they don't sell steel cut oats at Costco, but I ran out of my Costco oats, so I bought some at HEB. And I heard that steel cut is better because it digests faster, because they're cut. But anyways, yeah, that's it for now. So here's the oatmeal, and I will see y'all when I am talking about what I read or eating dinner, one of the 2. Goodbye. Alright guys, I am in my kitchen, obviously, and I have my last meal for the day, which is just a yogurt bowl, because it's 11. I work at 7:30 tomorrow, and I'm getting dropped off, which means I have to wake up at 5. So after this, I still need to read and then talk about what I read, but today was a good workout. I did my cardio, I did my stretching. Tomorrow's also gonna be a pretty busy day, but yeah, at least I'll get to go to the gym after work. But I ran out of peanut butter powder, which is pretty sad, so I'll have to buy some tomorrow. But I also have like no money, or I won't have any money after I buy or re-up on some stuff that I need. But I do work 3 days this week, so my paycheck next week should be pretty decent. My cat wants to play. Yeah, I guess I don't know what to talk about other than these macros. Okay, those are the macros for the yogurt bowl. And here is said yogurt bowl. Looks delicious. And there's the last of the peanut butter, which I'm gonna put on top. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. So I'll see y'all when I am talking about what I read. Goodbye. Alright, guys, I've done my reading, and the first chapter that I read was actually pretty interesting. It was chapter 25, where basically it's titled, let me tell you all the title. It's titled Worship of Baal of Peor. So basically, while the Israelites were like in this certain location, it says they prostituted themselves with the Moabite women, who basically invited the people to sacrifice to their god. And the Israelites basically ate, or some of them, not all of them, the Israelites ate of the sacrifices and bowed down to their god. And then it says Israel thereby attached itself to the Baal of Peor. And the Lord's anger flared up against Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, gather all the leaders of the people and publicly execute them before the Lord, that the blazing wrath of the Lord may turn away from Israel. So Moses told the Israelite judges, each of you kill those of his men who have attached themselves to the Baal of Peor. So Moses doesn't even like try and stop the Lord from enacting his divine justice on these people who literally turned away from God and worshipped a different God after prostituting themselves to these women. So basically all those people got eliminated by the leaders of Israel, or the leaders of the tribes of Israel. And then the next part is called the zeal of Phinehas, or I'm gonna call him Phineas because it's easier to say. Basically, after these people had been eliminated, it says a certain Israelite came and brought in a Midianite woman to his kindred in the view of Moses and of the whole community while they were weeping at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And it says, when Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, saw this, he rose up from the assembly and taking a spear in his hand. So basically this Israelite brings in this woman from this like outsider basically who doesn't follow God. And basically Aaron's son Phinehas sees this and he takes a spear and he says he followed the Israelite into the tent where he pierced the two of them, the Israelite and the woman. Thus the plague upon the Israelites was checked. So basically if this woman were to be like allowed in, she would plague the rest of the Israelites, and that is no good. Like, she would plague them the way that the Israelites who bowed down to this other god were plagued. And then it says the dead from the plague were 24,000. So it was 24,000 people that basically turned away from God and worshipped this other god. And then it says, then the Lord said to Moses, basically, because Phinehas, son of Aaron the priest, has turned my anger from the Israelites, by his being as jealous among them as I am, that is why I did not put an end to the Israelites in my jealousy. So he's basically saying, like, the fact that Phinehas was so like enraged by this, it's the reason that I'm not going to put an end to all the Israelites, basically. And then the Lord says, announce therefore that I hereby give him my covenant of peace, which shall be for him and for his descendants after him the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was jealous on behalf of his God, and thus made expiation for the Israelites. And then it says, vengeance on the Midianites. The Lord then said to Moses, treat the Midianites as enemies and strike them, for they have been your enemies by the deceitful dealings they had with you regarding Peor and their kinswoman Cosbi, the daughter of a Midianite prince who was slain at the time of the plague because of Peor. So yeah, that was very interesting. I can't believe the Israelites would worship another god, but they never cease to surprise me, I guess. And chapter 26 is basically a second census, which is like a second counting of all the war-ready men, like 20 and above from each tribe, because obviously a lot had been wiped out. So basically it says, Numbers chapter 26 records a second census of the Israelite people taken approximately 40 years after the first one. As they prepared to enter the promised land, it counts every male 20 years or older who is able to go to war, totaling 601,730 men. and serves to organize the tribes for conquest and to determine how the land will be divided among them. This census highlights the deaths of the previous generations in the wilderness and the new generation's readiness to fulfill God's promise, with the exception of Joshua and Caleb. And wait, let me try and find why it says, with the exception of those two. I forget, but it says, for the Lord had told him that they would surely die in the wilderness, and not one of them was left except Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, son of Nun. So, I don't know. I guess it means that those two were spared, but those are the 2 chapters that I read. It's 11:55, it's about to be 12, so I need to go shower, and I will edit this video tomorrow. But before I end it, here is the macros for the day. And yeah, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I thank you for the motivation that you give me to continue. But yeah, like if you want, comment if you want, and subscribe if you want. And I will see y'all tomorrow for day 68. Goodbye.